Hello guys, in the previous video I talked about the definition of poliomyelitis, trying to understand poliomyelitis. In this one we'll be talking about the predisposing factors and the types of poliovirus. We understood that the mode of transmission for the condition is through or via fecal overroute. Now, one of the predisposing factors is drinking contaminated water. Drinking contaminated water is a predisposing factor of poliomyelitis, especially if people's source of water is through a stream. So now, if at all the stream is contaminated with a poliovirus, the community or whoever takes that water is at a risk of having poliomyelitis. The other predisposing factor, we have traveling to endemic areas. Remember, in the definition we had said poliomyelitis, this is an infectious viral disease. So chances of having the condition traveling to a place or an area with the condition puts an individual at a higher risk of having poliomyelitis. The other or third predisposing factor is living with someone with poliomyelitis. Remember, it is infectious, so even the simple droplets from an infected person can cause harm or can actually precipitate the infection. So we've said drinking contaminated water, traveling to endemic areas, living with somebody infected with poliomyelitis. The other one, which makes it the fourth one, is having a low immunity. Having a low immunity is a predisposing factor not only to poliomyelitis but even other infections. So this is one of the general predisposing factors. Apart from this one, we have crowded places. So crowded places is a predisposing factor to a lot of infection, especially respiratory infections like COVID-19. We have tuberculosis. These can be spread in a crowded places. Similar with poliomyelitis. In a crowded places, one is susceptible or at risk of having the condition, which is poliomyelitis. Far from that, we've listed the predisposing factors. Now let's talk about the types of poliovirus. Now remember, there's a difference between poliovirus, the types of poliovirus, and the types of poliomyelitis. So we are talking about the types of poliovirus. Cool. On the types of poliovirus, we have three. We have what we call type 1 poliovirus, which is the most common type of poliovirus responsible for causing poliomyelitis. The second one is type 2 poliovirus, which is the least common cause of poliomyelitis. And the last one is type 3 poliomyelitis, the second commonest cause of the condition.